Dengan izin Ya Arif, persidangan mahkamah bagi petisyen untuk penerimaan masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara dijalankan secara sidang video. Hakim yang bersidang pada hari ini Ya Arif Hakim Datuk Noorin Binti Badaruddin. Pempetisyen pertama, nombor petisyen AA-717-07/2021 Ali Azhari bin Aznan.
Dengan izin Ya Arif, nama saya Ali Azhari bin Aznan.
Yes.
Encik Muhammad Zaid. Ambil dulu ya Cik Muhammad Zaid.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Muhammad Zaid Hassani, Peguam Pengusul mewakili Pempetisyen pertama Ali Azhari bin Aznan yang hadir pada pagi ini.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya FC Navini Raja Kumara dari Jabatan Peguam Negara bagi pihak yang berbahagia Peguam Negara.
Dengan izin Ya Arif, saya Iskandar Putra bin Ishak bagi pihak Majlis Peguam.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, UIJL yang bagi jawatan kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan bagi pempetisyen menjalankan tempoh latihan di negeri Selangor, saya juga akan menyebut bagi jawatan kuasa Peguam negeri Selangor.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, izinkan saya, ini adalah petisyen yang dibuat di bawah Seksyen 10 dan Seksyen 15 Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang 1976 untuk pempetisyen pertama diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Dengan izin Yang Arif, izinkan saya untuk memperkenalkan pempetisyen Ali Azhari bin Aznan. Beliau merupakan salah seorang rakan sebilik saya semasa kami belajar di Universiti Islam Antarabangsa 10 tahun yang lalu. Pempetisyen dilahirkan dan dibesarkan di Kuala Lumpur. Pempetisyen merupakan anak sulung daripada 5 cahaya mata pasangan Datuk Aznan bin Jaya dan Datin Suria bin Cik Selia. Untuk makluman Mahkamah yang mulia ini, kedua-dua ibu bapa petisyen juga merupakan seorang peguam dan telah diterima masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala Lumpur pada tahun 1990. Pempetisyen telah mendapat ijazah sarjana muda undang-undang dengan kebujian pada April 2021 daripada Universiti Multimedia Melaka. Pempetisyen telah memulakan latihan dalam kamar bermula Julai 2021 di Tetuan Gulam Wong di bawah bimbingan Encik Nagarajan, anak lelaki Loganadan selama 5 bulan. Di kesempatan ini, pempetisyen ingin merakamkan jutaan terima kasih kepada Encik Nagarajan, anak Loganadan, Encik Ahmad Ashraf bin Hussein, Encik Banu Priya, anak perempuan Belusami atas tunjuk ajar yang telah diberikan. Pempetisyen seterusnya telah menyambung dan menamatkan latihan dalam kamar di Tetuan Azlan Shah Sukhdev & Co. di bawah tunjuk ajar Datuk Sukhdev Singh Randawa. Sepanjang tempoh latihan di bawah Datuk Sukhdev, pempetisyen telah didedahkan secara amnya berkenaan dunia perundangan khususnya litigasi sivil. Pempetisyen ingin merakamkan jutaan terima kasih kepada Datuk Sukhdev di atas segala didikan, tunjuk ajar dan teguran yang telah diberikan. Dengan izinnya Arif, pempetisyen ingin menzahirkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan dan penghormatan kepada rahmat terbesar pempetisyen iaitu kedua ibu bapanya yang terus-menerus memberikan doa dan sokongan yang tidak berbelah bagi kepada pempetisyen. Pempetisyen mendedikasikan hari ini untuk mereka. Hanya Allah sahaja yang mampu membalas jasa dan memberi ganjaran kepada mereka. Pempetisyen juga turut merakamkan jutaan terima kasih kepada ahli keluarga, tunang serta rakan-rakan pempetisyen yang telah memberikan sokongan padu kepada pempetisyen selama ini. Pempetisyen juga merakamkan jutaan terima kasih kepada semua para guru pensyarah yang telah memberi tunjuk ajar kepada pempetisyen sepanjang tempoh pengajian pempetisyen. Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa semua surat cara pempetisyen adalah lengkap, sempurna dan teratur. Saya juga sungguhnya percaya bahawa pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang 1976 dan bahawa rakan-rakan bijak saya yang mewakili semua badan-badan yang berkenaan tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan. Oleh yang demikian, saya dengan rendah diri memohon satu perintah agar pempetisyen dapat diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Dengan izin Yang Arif,
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif memandangkan pempetisyen menjalankan latihan dalam negeri Kuala Lumpur dan selepasnya di negeri Selangor. Saya maklumkan bahawa kedua-dua jawatan kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan jawatan kuasa Peguam negeri Selangor tiada bantahan terhadap petisyen ini.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Ali Azhari bin Aznan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Ali Azhari bin Aznan dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Cik Zai, ambil dulu.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon supaya ibu dan bapa pempetisyen sendiri yang menyarungkan jubah kepada pempetisyen.
Dipersilakan. Congratulations Encik Ali Azhar and to your parents as well. And terima kasih Encik Muhammad Zaini Hazani.
Terima kasih Pak. Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen kedua WA-18-863-08/2021 Fung Yi Shan Emily.
Dengan izin Ya Arif, nama saya Jasbir Singh. Saya hadir bagi pihak pempetisyen Fung Yishan Emily pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Ya Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Ya Arif untuk berhujah dalam bahasa Inggeris Ya Arif.
Persilakan Datuk.
Terima kasih Ya Arif. My lady, may I introduce the petitioner Fung Yishan Emily. The petitioner was born in Subang Jaya, Selangor on the 9th of November 1998 and is the middle child of Mr. Fung Kok Sing and Madam Choi Yok Wan. The petitioner read law at Cardiff University where she graduated with first-class honours in 2019. The petitioner then pursued her bar professional training course at Cardiff University where she received the grade of very competent. The petitioner, a member of the Honourable Society of Middle Temple, was admitted to the Bar of England and Wales on the 11th of February 2021. Following her admission, the petitioner commenced her pupillage at Mrs. Rajadarren Low under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. Tai Chu Wei. Today, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to express her utmost gratitude to the notable people in life, in particular to her parents and siblings, Kimberly and Wesley, for their endless love and encouragement. The petitioner is immensely grateful to her parents for the countless sacrifices and unwavering devotion to their family which enable the petitioner to access every opportunity available. The petitioner's achievements are undoubtedly accredited to her parents. The petitioner would like to thank her pupil master, Mr. Tai Chu Wei, for providing the petitioner with guidance and opportunities to learn throughout her pupillage. The petitioner would also like to express a profound appreciation and heartfelt gratitude to her close friends, Geraldine, Radhana, Isabel, and Joy, whose friendships gifted the petitioner with immense courage and comfort to grow. They are pivotal figures in the petitioner's journey, and the petitioner hopes that they will continue to be a constant presence throughout her life. The petitioner would like to thank all her pupil mates at Mrs. Rajadarren Low, who have made her pupillage a much more pleasant and memorable experience. The petitioner would especially like to extend her heartfelt appreciation to Zarina, Huda, Z, Lorisha, Sangeeta, Wendy, and Andrea for their unwavering support and persistent kindness. They are one of the best parts of her pupillage, and the petitioner hopes that the bond they have established will be just as resilient and tenacious as they are. The petitioner would also like to extend her gratitude to all the partners and associates in Mrs. Rajadarren Low for their guidance. In particular, the petitioner would like to thank Jun Kit for his patience in guiding and teaching her, as the lessons she learned or she obtained would always remain after pupillage, unlike the occasional stomach ailments. Finally, the petitioner is grateful to myself, who have graciously taken the time from my busy schedule to move the petitioner's call. My lady, I believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honourable court. I believe all the petitioner's papers are in order, and that my learned friends from the AG's chambers, the Bar Council and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee respectively have no objections to this motion. Dan dengan ini saya dengan rendah diri memohon kepada Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk Pempetisyen Fung Yishan Emily diterima masuk dan didaftarai sebagai seorang peguam bela dan peguam pada Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, tiada bantahan dari Jabatan Peguam Negara.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Fung Yishan Emily sebagai peguam bela dan peguam cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Fung Yishan Emily dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih, Arif. Saya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah yang mulia ini untuk pempetisyen menjarungkan jubahnya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih.
Yang Arif.
Congratulations and thank you, Datuk Jasbir.
Welcome, my lady. Thank you.
Seterusnya, pempetisyen ketiga WA-18-865-08/2021 Rajwinjit Kaur Kalei, anak perempuan Ajit Singh Kalei.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Rajwinjit Kaur Kalei, pempetisyen yang ketiga.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Shalanda Ba, hadir bagi pihak pempetisyen Rajwinjit Kaur Kalei, anak perempuan Ajit Singh Kalei pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijak saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Majlis berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Persilakan.
My lady, your petitioner, Rajwinjit Kaur Kalei, is the second child of 5 who was born in Johor. Baru to Deputy Superintendent of Police Ajit Singh Kalei of Bukit Aman and Madam Harjinder Kaur Gill, a penolong kanan co-curriculum at SK Sri Cheras. The petitioner's family is in attendance today, Yang Arif. My lady, from young, the petitioner has been exposed to law enforcement in Malaysia, and it has inspired her to be the voice and face of the disadvantaged and the underprivileged. Her earliest test of law and regulation enforcement came when she was installed as a school prefect at her primary level and subsequently at the secondary school level. Thereafter, the petitioner read law at Multimedia University, where she was blessed to be guided by dedicated and knowledgeable law lecturers, especially Mr. Azizi Abdul Aziz. The petitioner was also an active member of the society, as the petitioner was a participant in the Perak Karate Federation competition in 2011 and 2012, the secretary for English Club in 2013 and 2015, Ali Jawatan Kuasa Pendidikan Moral from 2013 to 2015, and also participant in Chemistry National Quiz in 2015, not forgetting the participant as a National Economical and Trade Quiz in 2015. My lady, the petitioner was also a peer tutor at Faculty of Law, Multimedia University, where the petitioner had tutored her juniors in various core subjects in law. Simultaneously, the petitioner worked as a research assistant to ease the burden of her family. Despite the juggle and the struggle, the petitioner attained the Dean List Award in 6 out of the 11 semesters. Following her degree, the petitioner commenced pupillage in Mrs. Rishnandan Singh Bar and Co. under the tutelage of Miss Natasha Ba, where she was exposed to various types of litigation areas, including running down matters, medical negligence, contract, inquest, and the law of succession. Despite her tender age, young Arif, the petitioner also learnt that nothing is impossible so long as there is heart and soul to make it happen. If life is tough, you have to become tougher and face the challenges. The petitioner wishes to take this opportunity to express her gratitude to her parents and her siblings, Jap Simranjeet, Amritjeet, Gurpreetjeet, and Sukhminjeet, for their unwavering support and encouragement, without which she would have not been able to achieve any of the milestones in her life and shape her into the person she is today. The petitioner is eternally grateful for the sacrifices and sleepless nights of her parents and siblings. The petitioner would also like to thank Datuk Bridgenandan Singh Ba and her master, Ms. Natasha Ba, for always pushing her to strive better and giving her opportunities to grow in the legal field by being exposed to new areas of law during her pupillage despite her age. Similar appreciation is expressed for Mr. Hafizuddin, Ms. Angela Bong, Ms. Waini, Ms. Fiza, and all her colleagues at Mrs. Bridgenandan Singh Ba and Co., past and present, for constantly guiding and assisting her. My lady, saya sesungguhnya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang layak dan sesuai untuk didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Cara dan Peguam Bela. Saya juga percaya kertas kuasa adalah teratur dan oleh itu saya dengan rendah diri pohon agar Pempetisyen diterima dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Cara dan Peguam Bela di Mahkamah yang mulia ini. Saya juga percaya bahawa wakil-wakil Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur masing-masing tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, tiada bantahan dari Jabatan Peguam Negara.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Rajwinjit Kaur Kalai, anak perempuan Ajit Singh Kalai, sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara, Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, dan juga memerintahkan nama Rajwinjit Kaur Kalai, anak perempuan Ajit Singh Kalai, dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Saya dengan rendah diri mohon kebenaran Mahkamah yang mulia agar Pempetisyen memakai jubahnya sendiri.
Persilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations and thank you Mr. Shalendra Ba.
Much obliged Yang Arif. Terima kasih.
Seterusnya, Pempetisyen keempat WA 18 dan 1137 dan 09/2021 Tan Yong Chang.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Tan Yong Chang, Pempetisyen keempat.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Eng Chia Hao dan saya hadir bagi Pempetisyen Tan Yong Chang pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Yang Arif, saya pohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan pujahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Obliged, my lady. If it pleases your ladyship, may I introduce your petitioner, Tan Yong Chang. Your petitioner was born on the 1st of June 1998 in Taiping and is the youngest child to Mr. Tan Chiang Hua and Madam Kong So Mim. Your petitioner confesses that as a child, he had no idea that he wanted to read and practice law. As someone growing up in a serene and peaceful town, your petitioner had a hazy understanding of the concept of law and justice. Your petitioner never had a burning desire to practice law as a child. He wished he did, but he did not. Upon completing his matriculation study, your petitioner decided to read law at the University Utara Malaysia. He did so despite not being certain he wanted to read and practice law. Upon graduating with first-class honours in 2021, your petitioner commenced his pupillage at Mrs. Tommy Thomas under the tutelage of Mr. Michael Yap Chi Hong. It is only after witnessing the complexity and multifaceted nature of law that your petitioner developed a passion for it. While your petitioner is aware that the legal profession is a challenging one, he can now confidently say that he enjoys and appreciates the law. My lady, on this important day, your petitioner would like to express his gratitude to a few people. First, to his parents, brothers, late grandparents, and the Tan family for their unfailing love, encouragement, and financial support. No words can express how grateful your petitioner is to them for their sacrifices that shaped him into the man he is today, and your petitioner hopes that he has done them proud as the first lawyer in the family. Second, to his friends, Fu Xiang, Chui Wen, Jason, Yu Wei, Ben, Agnes, Hua Wei, Wei Ren, Un Yong, Leong Hua, Xu Qin, Sim Chi, Pindy, Chia Hong, Wen Jian, Edmund, and Tyler, to name a few, for their camaraderie and unwavering support. Your petitioner hopes that he will be able to repay even a portion of the friendship that has been bestowed upon him. Third, to his pupil master, Mr. Michael Yap Chi Hong, for his willingness to share his experiences, thoughts, wisdom, and guidance with your petitioner. Mr. Michael Yap has been extremely motivating, caring, and supportive throughout your petitioner's pupillage. Your petitioner thanks his pupil master for pushing him professionally and making it a pleasure for him to go to work every day. According to your petitioner, he could have asked for a better pupil master, as Mr. Michael Yap is the master that every pupil wants and needs. Fourth, we would like to thank the other consultants, partners, associates, secretaries, and abang-abang at the firm, particularly Mr. Hai Kaudin and Mr. Theodore Wong, for their enormous support and assistance in every endeavor. Without a doubt, your petitioner is extremely proud to be a member of 101 Chambers. Your petitioner cherished the opportunity to work closely in an office full of caring, hardworking, and meticulous individuals over the last few months. Fifth, to his pupil mates, Sharon, Hanan, Alicia, Cash, Jess, George, and Nira, for their acceptance and wholehearted support in the firm. Your petitioner is grateful to have them not only as co-workers, but also as true friends who make the workplace a little brighter and a lot more fun. Your petitioner thanks them for being great listeners to his concerns and, most importantly, his struggles with the notes of proceedings and bundle of documents. Six, to his girlfriend, Zixuan, the charming gardener who is always there through thick and thin to make his soul blossom. Your petitioner would like to thank her for recognizing his worth and accepting him for who he is, flaws and all, and for standing by his side through his ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Finally, to any other individuals who have assisted your petitioner on his journey to where he is today, they deserve a million thanks and all the hugs your petitioner can give. My lady, your petitioner recalls his pupil master telling him once that litigation is a marathon, not a sprint. Your petitioner notes that the legal profession is not only a fast-paced one, it's all about perseverance. While it may be exhausting and draining, your petitioner promises not to give up easily and hopes to one day be as brilliant, sharp, and successful as his pupil master. Before I conclude, my lady, the pupil master, Mr. Michael Yap, has asked me to inform my lady that your petitioner has put forward an exemplary performance during his 9-month pupillage. Not only your petitioner has assisted Tan Sri Tommy Thomas and his master in a huge fast-track construction arbitration involving a project worth 1.4 billion, he has also assisted his master in various construction litigation, arbitration, and adjudication under the SIPA Act 2012, making him having a good working knowledge for the construction bar, a practice that requires extensive factual analysis, handling of voluminous documents, and nothing but industry. Your petitioner is industrious, reliable, and proactive, and his master is pleased to note that your petitioner is also interested in public interest matters. It is his pupil master's humble wish that your petitioner will one day have the opportunity to assist my lady in determining matters relating to administrative law or public law, and his master has no doubt that your petitioner will be of much great assistance to my lady. While his master is not able to attend today's proceeding, he has asked me to express his utmost gratitude to your petitioner for all the assistance and support to him and his team for the last 9 months. And he wishes your petitioner a well-later sphere, a lasting and fruitful career at the bar. Yang Arif, saya sesungguhnya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen merupakan seorang yang layak dan sesuai untuk diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya menurut Akta Profesion Undang-Undang 1976. Saya juga difahamkan bahawa kesemua kertas Pempetisyen adalah teratur dan rakan-rakan bijaksana saya dari Jabatan Peguam Negara Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur masing-masing tidak mempunyai pandangan terhadap petisyen ini. Oleh itu, Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk menerima masuk dan mendaftaraikan petisyen Tanjung Chang sebagai seorang peguam bela dan peguam cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, tiada bantahan dari Jabatan Peguam Negara.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Tan Yung Chang sebagai peguam bela dan peguam cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Tan Yung Chang dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Saya dengan rendah diri mohon kebenaran daripada Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini agar pempetisyen dibenarkan menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Dipersilakan. Congratulations, Mr. Tan. It's good to know that somebody from my hometown, Taiping, is being admitted to the bar today before this court. Well done. Yes, thank you, Mr. An.
Seterusnya, pempetisyen kelima WA-1859-0159/2021 Nur Laila Azwa binti Hermi.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Nur Laila Azwa binti Hermi, pempetisyen kelima.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Muhammad Usaid bin Muhammad Asharuddin hadir bagi pihak pempetisyen kelima Nur Laila Azwa binti Hermi pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan hujah saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Yang Arif, may I introduce the petitioner, Nur Laila Azwa binti Hermi. The petitioner was born 7th May 1998 in Johor and is the second child of Encik Hermi bin Saleh and Puan Zunainah binti Muhammad Saleh. The petitioner had her early education in Sekolah Kebangsaan Bandar Seri Alam 1 before continuing her secondary education in SMK Datuk Pengawal Timur Pasir Gudang. The petitioner began her journey of reading law when she was accepted into University Teknologi Mara UiTM Foundation in Law program in 2016. She then continued reading law at UiTM where she graduated with a second class honours upper division in August 2021. The petitioner enjoyed her undergraduate days with all ups and downs that come with it. First and foremost, the petitioner would like to thank herself for making it this far. Her 15-year-old self would be so proud of her achievement today. She would like to thank herself for being strong, patient, and resilient despite all the challenges thrown at her. The petitioner realized that in any event, it is best to help yourself first before you may be able to help others. And there is always two sides to a story. Today, the petitioner wishes to take this opportunity to express her utmost gratitude to her family. She would like to thank her parents for their unwavering support and encouragement, without which she would not have been able to achieve any of the milestones in her life. Her parents never ceased to believe in her, even in the face of failure, and constantly push her to achieve great height in life. No words can express how thankful the petitioner is to her parents for their love and sacrifices. The petitioner would like to thank to her master, Puan Nurul Hafizah binti Hassan, providing her with opportunities and guidance throughout her internship and pupillage, and for enabling her to see the great art of advocacy and persuasion that she learned in law school come to life. Petitioner would like to thank all her colleagues at Tuan Nurul Hafizah and Associates for making her experience there a memorable one. The petitioner would like to express her gratitude to my learned friend Encik Tengku Ahmad Munawir bin Tengku Ahmad Mustafa, who was then the petitioner's lecturer and has been a mentor and confidant to the petitioner, guiding her through her studies, soul-searching phase, and subsequently career decisions. The petitioner would like to also extend her thank you to her law school friends, especially Balkis, Dalilah, and Raiha, for overcoming law school challenges with the petitioner together, and she wishes them all the best in their future endeavor. The petitioner would like to thank her special friends, Amira, Diana, Akilah, Alisa, Hani, Haikal, Faris, and Mujibul for always being there for her to make the tough times more bearable. The petitioner is also grateful to Encik Mehdi Bol Hassan, who has been supporting the petitioner unconditionally ever since she started law school until today. The petitioner also extremely grateful to me, her mover today, who has kindly agreed to take out my very busy schedule to move her call, and to Tuan Ramreza and Muhammad for accepting the petitioner to be part of the team where she will begin her practice as an advocate and solicitor. Yang Arif, lastly, the petitioner would like to end her speech with a statement. Ingat, benda boleh gaduh, buat apa nak settle. Finally, Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang layak dan sesuai untuk diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah Tinggi yang mulia ini. Saya percaya semua surat cara dan kertas kausa Pempetisyen adalah teratur dan rakan-rakan terpelajar saya dari Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur masing-masing tidak ada bantahan terhadap usul ini. Saya dengan rendah hati memohon Mahkamah yang mulia ini menerima dan mendaftarkan Pempetisyen Nurlaila Azwa Binti Hermi sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, tiada bantahan dari Jabatan Peguam Negara.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Negeri Selangor tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Nurlaila Azwa Binti Hermi sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, dan juga memerintahkan nama Nurlaila Azwa Binti Hermi dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Arif. Arif, saya dengan rendah diri ingin memohon Mahkamah yang mulia untuk Pempetisyen menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Arif.
Congratulations and thank you Encik Muhammad Usaid.
Sama-sama Arif.
Seterusnya, Pempetisyen ke-6 WA-18-1169-09/2021 Catherine Hong Semin.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Catherine Hong Semin, Pempetisyen ke-6.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Tan Zaiman, Peguam Pengusul bagi Pempetisyen Catherine Hong Semin. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili pejabat yang berhormat Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur adalah seperti yang telah diperkenalkan. Yang Arif, pun agak kebenaran untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Foremost Yang Arif, I would like to congratulate the petitioner for finally reaching the bar, as before the petitioner passed the CLP exams, the petitioner had attached at my firm for a duration long enough for me to personally be acquainted with the petitioner. I still recall Yang Arif that I asked the petitioner whether she was adequately studying civil procedure, and I was utterly amazed when the petitioner was able to almost recite entire parts of a textbook word by word. And this was a time when the petitioner was preparing for her next CLP sitting, having failed her previous attempt. The petitioner, Yang Arif, has proven that she is strong-willed, being where she is today. Yang Arif, I have also been made to understand that the petitioner is currently being infected by COVID, but she has chosen to not postpone her call and still having it today, Yang Arif. My words to the petitioner today is to continue having her tenacious attitude and to constantly remember that the path to success is paved with some victories and many defeats. On this momentous day, the petitioner would like to thank her family, especially her parents, Mr. Hong Chin Sui and Madam Yi Fi Ling, for their unwavering support, not forgetting her belated great-grandmother who raised her to become the woman she is today. The petitioner would also like to thank her aunt, Madam Tong Kim Hua, for caring for her since she was young. Next, the petitioner would like to thank her other half, Mr. Yong Hon Fung, for always being there for her through thick and thin. The petitioner would not have come so far if not for their support. Also, the petitioner would like to thank her pupil master Yvonne Howe and Nor Hospera Rosvina Binti Noorin for always believing in her and for their patience in guiding and sharing their valuable knowledge with the petitioner. The petitioner would also like to express her appreciation towards Sarah for being the best partner at work. The petitioner would also like to express her utmost gratitude towards her friends whom she had known for a decade: Joyce, Chuni, Fankiat, Jiawen, Karen, Shiting, and Yo Shen for becoming her strongest support system and listening ears. During her LLB and CLP days, the petitioner also got to know a number of friends whom she is very thankful for. They are Daphne, Chang, Pavani, Brenda, and Weng Chi. The petitioner would like to say thank you to them for being there during her numerous emotional breakdowns before her exams. Yang Arif, I expect great achievements from the petitioner and believe that she is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable. I trust that the petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the respective bodies have no objections to this motion. Saya dengan rendah diri memohon agar mahkamah yang mulia ini menerima masuk dan mendaftaraikan Pempetisyen ke-6 sebagai seorang Peguam Bela dan Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, tiada bantahan dari Jabatan Peguam Negara.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada sebarang bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Catherine Hong Si Ming sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Catherine Hong Si Ming dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Yang Arif, saya memohon supaya pempetisyen menjubahkan diri sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations, Ms. Hong. Get well soon. But I must say you look good for somebody who has contracted COVID-19. Right? Have a good rest. Yes? Thank you, Mr. Tan.
Seterusnya, Pempetisyen ke-7 WA-8-1179-09/2021 Julai. Hello, unmute dulu.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Noorin, Pempetisyen ke-7.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Kelvin Khoo bagi pihak Pempetisyen ke-7, Encik Lau Lei Ho,
pada hari ini dan rakan-rakan bijaksana saya daripada yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Arif, saya memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan pujahan dalam bahasa Inggeris, Arif.
Dipersilakan.
Thank you, My Lady. My Lady, it gives me great pleasure and honor today to move the petition of Mr. Loh Lai Ho. If I may say, My Lady, it's the first time I'm actually moving a call, so it will be a memorable day for me as well as for the petitioner before you. The petitioner, Mr. Loh, is ranked the second of 5 children of Mr. Lau Zi King and Madam Ng Siu Kun, whom I believe the two of them are joining us through the live YouTube stream. The petitioner was born on the 26th of January 1996 in Batu Sembilan Ceras, where he then pursued his primary education in SJKC Batu Sembilan Ceras, followed by his secondary education in SMK Perimbun. The petitioner then read law at the Queen's University at Belfast, where he graduated with a second-class honours upper division. Thereafter, the petitioner obtained his certificate in legal practice in August 2021. He then commenced his pupillage in Messrs. Lee Hishamuddin, Allen and Gladhill under the tutelage of Mr. Vijay Kumar.
My Lady, the petitioner would now like to take the opportunity to express his utmost gratitude to several people. First and foremost, My Lady, to his parents. It has been the petitioner's humble desire to make his parents proud of his achievements today, to be the first person in his family to go to university, and to be the first lawyer in the Lau family. No words can express how thankful he is for their endless love, support, and sacrifice from the family to ensure that the petitioner is where he is today. The petitioner would also like to express his appreciation to his other family members and relatives, particularly his uncles and aunties, My Lady, Lau Zi Ki, Lau Giok King, Lau Giok Lian, and Teo King Ing, who had been taking care of the petitioner and his brothers during their childhood times and supported both of them, all of them, mentally, financially, while the petitioner was pursuing his law degree in Belfast. I made to understand, My Lady, that when the petitioner was in Belfast, his father suffered a stroke in April 2021. Hence, his uncles and aunties have been supporting him to make sure that he graduates and be where he is today before this honorable court. The petitioner would, of course, like to take this opportunity to also thank his pupil master, Mr. Vijay Kumar Ganesan, and his corporate partner in charge, Ms. Bela Chu, for their guidance and opportunities given to him throughout his pupillage and time at the firm's dispute resolution and corporate department. The petitioner would also like to specifically thank his former and current boss, Ms. Tiffany Chi, for giving him the opportunity to be her intern while pursuing his CLP, and thereafter now, after his pupillage, to retain him as a legal associate eventually. She has been inspiring the petitioner from time to time and giving him advice both professionally and personally. The petitioner would now like to thank and especially shout out to his buddies, particularly his Belfast gang. My Lady, I hope it's not some illegal gang, but the Belfast gang, My Lady, the names Emily, Jacob, Jesse, June, Kat, Sabrina, Sel, Wallace, etc. The troublemaker gang, My Lady, Choyin, Jeannie, Sherlyn, Zizin, his pupil mates Aizad, Easy, Khalil, Joyce, Yunjun, etc. for always being there for him to make his tough times more bearable. The petitioner, you're most welcome. Yes, I'm here today to move your call. You're most welcome. And lastly, of course, all his colleagues at Chi Christian Associates and at Elish AG throughout his legal path thus far. Having made me, I think, thank the whole world of the petitioner now, My Lady. Ya Arif, saya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang sesuai dan berkelayakan untuk diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah yang mulia ini menurut Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang 1976. Saya juga percaya bahawa kesemua kertas kuasa Pempetisyen adalah lengkap dan teratur dan rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili badan-badan berkenaan tidak mempunyai sebarang bantahan terhadap petisyen ini. Maka Yang Arif, saya dengan penuh hormat dan rendah diri memohon agar satu perintah Pempetisyen diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, tiada bantahan dari Jabatan Peguam Negara.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Jabatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Low Lei Ho sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Low Lei Ho dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, with that Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon agar pempetisyen dibenarkan untuk menjubahkan diri sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations, Mr. Low. Well done. And thank you, Mr. Calvin Ko.
Much obliged, my lady.
Dengan ini, saya menjemput Yang Hakim untuk memberikan ucapan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Cik Navini, anak perempuan Raji Kumara, Peguam Persekutuan yang mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia. Encik Iskandar Putra Ishak, Wakil Majlis Peguam Malaysia. Encik Ui Jia Liang, Wakil Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan yang menyebut bagi pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor, para peguam pengusul yang bijaksana. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera. Let me begin by expressing my sincerest thanks to all the movers and the representatives from the AG, the Bar Council as well as the Bar Committee for taking your time out to be with us this morning. For that matter, the representative from the Bar Council, the AGC and the Bar Committee for the second time this morning. I appreciate that very much. My congratulations as well to all the masters who this morning has produced 7 more advocates and solicitors of the High Court of Malaya. Kepada para ibu bapa pempetisyen yang saya hormati, terlebih dahulu izinkan saya mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah kepada tuan-tuan dan puan-puan kerana hari ini adalah satu hari yang menandakan kejayaan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sebenarnya. Tanpa pengorbanan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, para pempetisyen hari ini tidak akan berada di mahkamah pada hari ini untuk ditauliahkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Atas pengorbanan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, semoga tuan-tuan dan puan-puan akan terus menikmati kebahagiaan yang berterusan dan semoga kebahagiaan akan menghiasi kehidupan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to address the new advocates and solicitors of the High Court of Malaya. I believe today is an important and auspicious occasion for all of you who have just been admitted and called to the Malaysian Bar minutes ago. Let me be among the first to congratulate you on your success. You have passed all your examinations and the grueling 9 months of chambering. You are now about to take the first step in your professional career. My message to you, ladies and gentlemen, about our profession of law is that you should remain idealistic, realistic, and optimistic. I always believe that in law, you can still approach the nobility just like the healthcare profession. Like healthcare professionals, you will work with people when they have problems, often grave problems. You are there to listen, to advise calmly, to be a guide in times of stress and worry, not only for the client, but also for the client's family. In the judiciary, we are there to decide cases impartially, courteously, and efficiently with integrity, independence, and competence. In so far as you can do so, you can help to avoid injustices. When you do that, this profession too is a noble one. Often, it must seem mechanical and routine, but then comes the client and a case or a problem that involves a challenge and an opportunity, when that occurs, you must realize it is the quest for justice and the avoidance of injustice that give nobility to your calling. Such lawyers and volunteers make the rule of law a reality. I have said this earlier. I have seen lawyers who fought and assisted in the fight to correct injustices, to help those who suffered many wrongs in the society and in the law. They have won the cases in the courts. And not only that, the court, for that matter, had reversed the old position and perspective of the law. These lawyers, most of them are young lawyers. They believe that the law is not just a set of rules, but an instrument of equal justice for all. Listening to your credentials and your achievement today, the future, I believe, is bright for the profession, inshallah. I always believe that there is plenty in the law to give you encouragement for the present and the future. So translate equal justice under the law from an empty carved in stone or written books into a living reality. This is your professional challenge. It is also your professional privilege. Bear in mind and remember always that the ability to practice as an advocate and solicitor is not a right, but a privilege afforded by the legislation, i.e. the Legal Profession Act 1976. The law permits all aspects of a citizen's life. A citizen lives in and by the law. It serves both as a sword and a shield. The law ensures that our right to life, to earn a living, to equality before the law, to punish crime, the right to vote, and to decide who our government will be, to cite a few examples. It serves as a foundation for the provision and delivery of justice. It is therefore of fundamental importance for lawyers to comprehend and accept that while they are agents of their clients who pay them for the work they undertake, their cardinal role is to ensure that their presentation of their clients' cases is in accordance with the law, honest, relevant, and of sufficient competence to assist a court. In short, lawyers are constrained to maintain the highest standard of ethical conduct. And if they fail to abide by these fundamental duties, there is a direct and immediate consequence, namely, the administration of justice will be undermined. Remember, if we desire to respect of the law, we must first make the law respectable. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to develop a lot of skills. Yes, technical skills, interpersonal skills, written communication skills, persuasive communication, time management, organizational skills, attention to detail, and analytical and research skills. Find time to develop these skills because they are important for you to be successful in this career. So dedicate your time to learn your field, practice your persuasive skills, develop your legal writing skills, learn techniques for coping with stress. This job is definitely most stressful. Improve your conflict resolution techniques, and etc. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special day for you, I believe, because today you have joined a noble profession. You should take pride in all the accomplishments that you have brought you to today. We all know what tremendous effort it takes to complete law school and the chambering period. And as soon as I sign the order of your admission, you are licensed to practice law in this country. With this authority comes responsibility. Law is about service and the responsibility to serve. The continued existence of a free and democratic society depends upon recognition of the concept that justice is based upon the rule of law, grounded in respect for the dignity of the individual and the capacity through reason for enlightened self-government. Law, for that matter, so grounded makes justice possible. For only through such law does dignity of the individual attain respect and protection. Without it, individual rights become subject to unrestrained power. Respect for the law is destroyed and rational self-government is impossible. So ladies and gentlemen, I believe one of the reasons you want to enter this noble profession is because you want to help people and solve problems. The justice system is our tool to do that. But you can't expect justice to prevail if you take it for granted. You have a choice. You have a responsibility. If you want to enter this profession purely because you want to make money, then you should reconsider. Do not regard this legal practice merely as a commercial venture. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the course you have chosen. I am confident that you will succeed. On behalf of the entire bench, I congratulate you and your parents and your loved ones once again on your great achievement today. Welcome to the arena. Hope to see you in court one day as learned counsels. For your kind attendance and attention, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sejahtera and have a blessed Friday.
Ya Arif, sesi bergambar diminta Datuk, Tuan Puan dan Pempetisyen untuk bersedia sesi bergambar. Encik Amirul. Encik Amirul. BTM, Encik Amirul. Encik Amirul. Okey. Terima kasih Arif.
Terima kasih Arif. Congratulations everyone on your mission.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Terima kasih kepada tiga wakil, Puan Navini, Cik Iskandar dan Cik Ajian. Dan terima kasih juga kepada semua mover, Datuk dan Tuan Puan. Dan tahniah kepada peguam-peguam baru. Sekarang dah boleh meninggalkan sesi semini ya.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a good weekend ahead.
Terima kasih, Puan.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih, Puan.
Sama-sama.
Terima kasih, Puan.
Sama-sama.
Terima kasih, Puan.
Sama-sama.